It's Week 8 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Lumberjacks and the Oilers, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Columbus and the Houston Oilers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to be.
And we are underway from Houston. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 11 now. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
On 1st down, Allen. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. It's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And this is a game where you don't envy a defensive coordinator. This is what you have to game plan against all week. This offense is number 1 in the NFL in passing, and they're clicking here early as they get a completion there for a first down.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They need 18 yards here on third down. And Bennett will look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right, that O-line, they got to protect him. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Quick throw to Olave. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's second and 3. To the air, Allen. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up third and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Allen now on first down. This one taken in by Olave. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Allen going to throw. That's Olave bringing in another one. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Second and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Now Allen. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Oilers are on the board first here this afternoon. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count, if you're 4-4 at the midway point, Let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Bennett now on second down. He finds his target. It's Evans. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. Bennett here out of the shotgun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Columbus with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Bennett now to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play. And they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it. And he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah. He's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Allen. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And here's Kamara on the read option. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A short throw here to Latu. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Allen again. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Bennett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll run with Scott. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 10. Bennett working from the gun. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
1st and 10. Here's Bennett. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He completes it to Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Bennett will look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Bennett looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. to the air. Allen. He's got Smith here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. They run off tackle right with Kamara. Down to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, open man here is Conklin. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that run. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin from 4 yards out. And the Oilers are able to add on to that lead. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes our score 17-0. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. Now Scott, as the clock is, there he goes, left side. And all the way down to the 42. Now they got to get to the line quickly. First and 10, here's Bennett. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
3rd and 3. Bennett now off play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Now, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they got to...
Oh, he sheds himself free. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Bennett. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Scott. Shedding through the defense. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bennett now. He'll get this out wide to Scott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Bennett. This taken in by Kincaid. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Off the play fake, it's Bennett. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This caught by Latu, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Allen with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Oilers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go again with Scott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing here on 3rd, Bennett. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to kick it away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Smith, the man in motion left. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Allen running right on the option. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st down, Allen. And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Kamara up the middle. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Allen going to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Allen off the play fake. Down the sideline he goes. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Kamara. Touchdown, Houston. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now left side on the swing pass. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and 1. Here's Bennett. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, I wish his staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Now Allen. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. And maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Again, Kamara. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And Bennett will look to throw. That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Bennett to the air on 1st and 10. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be down at the 46. So they go from one 46 to the other on a pickup of 8. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to the air yet again. Bennett.
He'll get this to Lazard. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Throwing on first down, Bennett. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Bennett now on second down. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
To throw is Bennett.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is down to 24. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 3rd and 2. They'll give to Kamara here on the option.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Houston,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Columbus, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.